Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now. 10, touchdown. 47.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go, baby.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field. They're
going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Chopper.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Get ready.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us. He was like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ricky.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Switch up.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The all-pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Single, slot.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
That was, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Shift.
22 jet bomber.
Peek edge.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They find some open field here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Come on now, let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Broncos
70,
onto the field,
Indy.
ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Denver.
Ready?
Back-to-back
60
good
out,
plays.
ball.
Have them on the move on first down.
You ain't got nothing.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing now is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set.
Come on.
And then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Back to throw. Love. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the ship.
To throw on second down. Love.
Check three.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's run, fellas, it's run!
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession.
Let's go,
it's
baby.
1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Let's go now. 10, touchdown. 47. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not give them 6.
On second down, it's Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
21, Broncos 19.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
From midfield, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And down inside the 15 he goes.
We got this.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Gator.
And the Broncos
2.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
James now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
70, Indy. We on you now. General West. Go.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Set.
First and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. Now they wolf. You let it roll. West. Kill. Turn it up. Hurry up. Oh.
On first down, Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Vegas first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
25, check 25.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Just like that. 45. Mike, 45.
Here we go.
From the gun, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's James. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 10 logo. 53. Mike. Set the tone, defense. Toppers, 5.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
218,
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. When you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Denver.
Block now, 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue Dan. Get it.
They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Mike, 47.
And let's pin the mirrors.
80 weapon.
Watch the safety crew.
You're out. Let's go.
Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Come on, fellas.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Blue John Concord. 47.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
On 1st down, Murray.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Yeah, baby.
Off play action. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Throwing on 1st down. Love. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Silver.
At the 6-yard line.
Sponge.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal.
Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as they have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
42. Broncos 35.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Broncos take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's get the ball.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
James has got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's Lindsey, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
61.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
It's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard gain on the play.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
54,
53, Mike, 53. Let's go.
Lock now on first down.
Check.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Lock going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Come on, set.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw it is Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Recon, 132 fighter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Locke looks to throw it again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Locke going to go on 4th down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
22-jet bomber. Now.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Locke now to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to 4-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Richie James with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are back within a single score.
I'm coming.
Again, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Come on, set. Now the wolf. Mike's wahoo.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check.
He's crashing. He's checking. Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Rotate. Spell.
To throw on second down. Love. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. Fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Lock. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown!
Still an important piece of business to take care of for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Lock trying again after the pick six. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike's 47. Mike's
Back to throw. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Every day.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Today's final score, Saints.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.